What's up, desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and in this video we're discussing Callum Von Moger officially checks into rehab. We have a word from his manager. Hassan Mustafa reveals his new coach and who is behind his 2022 Puerto Rico Pro winning physique, and Roman Fritz gives us the latest physique update from him and where he'll be competing in 2022. All that plus much more coming up in this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. What's up, desktopers? Now, before I get into this one, I want to encourage you guys, if you like and appreciate this content, please give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. I've got bodybuilding news, interviews, contest coverage, plus much more, so make sure you do subscribe. But let's get straight into this one, and we'll start with Hassan Mustafa revealing his new coach. Posted up this photo with him and AJ Sims from Cement Factory and says, "At Cement Factory is a man behind it all. Thank you so much, coach, for bringing me to a whole new level. This is only the beginning, and although we won the first pro show, we have a lot left, I think he means, to do and be at our absolute best at the Olympia." And a few fire emojis there. So super happy for Hassan Mustafa for winning that 2022 Puerto Rico Pro. I believe he was at his all-time best. Was he a little bit smaller than he was maybe last year? Yeah, but the conditioning, I mean, when you look at this side chest here, like you can see the conditioning in the side leg and everything that just wasn't there last year. And I think this package will do a lot better than any of the packages he actually brought to the stage last year. But let me know what you think in the comments below about AJ Sims coaching Hassan Mustafa, and how do you think Hassan Mustafa can do at the 2022 Mr. Olympia now with this all new conditioning, and maybe even bringing a better package than this to the 2022 Mr. Olympia. In our next story, we're discussing Roman Fritz. He posted up this physique update. Looking fantastic. The dude is always in condition in his off season. Like, he's almost like in striking distance. So I'd love to see him actually compete more. I know obviously because of the whole world situation and him living over there in Germany, it made it tough for him to compete. But, you know, he's always in great condition off season. So I don't know if he just needs like 4 weeks to get in stage shape. And maybe in the past, he's actually pushed himself too far, because listen to him on Fouad Abiad's podcast, which is on probably every couple of weeks. You know, he sounds like one of these guys that sort of just keeps pushing the limits. He adds, you know, something else in, adds in another exercise, and just sort of keeps adding to it to the point where he did say in a recent episode there's a point of diminishing returns. But he did actually mention where he might be competing this year. And he did say at the end of the contest schedule, there is like 6 shows over in Europe, and he thought he would just hit sort of every single one. You can see it up on the screen right now. It sort of starts with the Yamamoto Pro right at the end of September, start of October. It sort of flips over both months there, because it's a couple of days show, and then it goes all the way through to late November. So I would love to see him just hit a ton of shows. He stays in great off-season condition anyway, so I imagine it's not too hard for him to actually stay in contest shape for a considerable amount of time. And I think this would be the best thing for Roman Fritz, and he'd be able to, you know, figure out his peaking perfectly, and, you know, maybe try to come in super full at some and really just try to nail what's best for him, because I think he's got a great physique. I've always been a big fan of him, been a big fan of his conditioning, his posing, just everything about the dude's physique. And also his personality is great as well, which, you know, draws you to him, you know, and makes you actually like their physique a little bit more. It was the same way for me with Jay Cutler back in the day. I really like Jay Cutler's personality, so I was sort of, you know, drawn to his physique a little bit more. But let me know what you think in the comments below. How well can Roman Fritz actually do competing in the 2022 competition season? Can he qualify for the Olympia? Let me know how you think he'll do in 2022. And in our last story, we're discussing Callum Von Moger checks into rehab. This was actually just posted up on Callum Von Moger's Instagram page. This is by his manager, and he said his name is Popeye. And basically, I'll be reacting to this video, because that's how you have to do it on YouTube. You can't just post videos and it'd be all good. So I'm going to be reacting to this one. But overall, it is great news.
Hey team, just a quick update on Cal. Some of you guys might know me. My name is Popeye. Been working with Cal for almost 10 years now. Management, representation, contract work, attorney in fact. And we just wanted to bring you guys an update. It's one of the questions we get on a daily basis at Team Von Moger is, how's Callum doing? Is Callum okay? And some great news for you guys. Callum is on the road to recovery. It's been a week now since he checked himself into a facility.
So before I hear anything else, and before I let it play too long before YouTube gets upset, this is great news. Great news that Callum's actually in a facility, which means rehab, for those that don't know. And he's in there and getting the help that he actually needs, because this is the only way I actually see Callum Von Moger getting better. I can't see it happening any other way. For the people who don't know, addiction is crazy, crazy strong. So the fact that he's actually getting the help that he needs now and is in rehab is the best sign, because this is, I think, the only way out for Callum Von Moger. So I'm extremely, extremely happy to hear that this fellow Aussie is getting the help he needs.
I'm very excited about that. It will be a long road. It's a long process. Anybody that's ever gone through addiction or has had somebody in the family with addiction knows that it's not an easy road. But we wanted to give you guys our thanks on behalf of Callum. Callum sends his appreciation and gratitude.
So like he did mention, he said it's not an easy road. So people that check into rehab, it's not a fail safe. It doesn't mean you check into rehab, you're going to be all good. Even if you're in there for 6 months or a year or however long, it doesn't mean that you're going to automatically be better when you come out. So it is still challenging no matter what, because addiction, I've spoken to actually people that I know personally that have been addicted to harsh drugs like meth and all that sort of stuff. They say, you know, the feeling that you get, you can't compare it, and everything else in life seems basically boring and dull. So it's one of those things that just grips you, and you know, everyone who does it thinks that I won't get addicted, and they end up, you know, most of them do end up getting addicted, but actually even just try it a few times. So it is something that is extremely challenging. So to come off it is, you know, monumental. And people that do, they have a crazy story to tell. So hopefully you hear that from Callum Von Moger.
For all the well wishes, all the birthday wishes, the cards, the gifts, thank you guys from the bottom of our heart. It really helped him get to where he's at today on the road to recovery. We'll continue to just be a positive light, regardless of how dark it's been lately. I can tell you 60% of the stuff that's out there is completely, has no base. It's idiotic. These idiot YouTubers or Instagrammers or influencers that think they're trying to make their name off of Cal.
Okay, so I definitely haven't done this. I haven't even actually, I don't think I've even reported on Callum Von Moger as yet with this situation, because I've seen other channels doing it and I really didn't have any inside knowledge or anything like that. And I never wanted to contribute to someone's mental, or I suppose lack of mental health while they're going through this sort of situation, because if I was to put up videos and something happened to Callum Von Moger, if he, you know, ended his life or anything like that, that's just, my moral compass wouldn't be able to deal with that. It's just not me. So I'm reporting on this in a way that I'm stoked to hear that Callum's actually getting help. So hopefully that this is more of a video that will make Callum feel good about things, rather than a video that makes Callum feel like, you know, F the world sort of thing.
It's heartbreaking to see people act that way, be that way, try to get some clickbait from you guys. But for everyone that's been positive, sent positive messages, we thank you guys. We got some big news coming later in regards to Cal. Right now, we don't know if...
I have no idea what this big news would be, especially in this situation. Hopefully the big news will just be that Callum's healthy, happy, can move on with his life, even if it's outside of bodybuilding. I would not care less. I just want the dude to be able to live his life and not waste his life.
You guys will hear from him personally in 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 6 months, a year. The best thing for him is to recover, is to go through this process. Like I said, grow some muscles, get in the gym, be strong. I know from the messages we receive every single day, he continues to inspire, and he will continue to inspire, regardless of what that ends up being. But we thank you guys.
So overall, this is great news. I'm very, very happy to hear this. Everyone in the comments below as well, send your well wishes for Callum Von Moger. He probably won't even get to it or see these or anything like that, but on the off chance that he actually does, post your well wishes for Callum Von Moger in the comments below. Any negative stuff, I'm just going to delete as soon as I see it about Callum Von Moger. You can have your opinion, obviously. I'm very much open to free speech and all that sort of stuff, but anything that might affect someone's mental health or anything like that, during their healing process, I just think it's not worth it. I want to see people that, have gone through a tough time, that maybe have done bad things or whatever. I don't know exactly what Callum Von Moger's done. I only know what's been reported. And, he's obviously in a dark place because I'd met Callum before. I know several people that know Callum, that have known Callum, all that sort of stuff. And all the stuff that I was hearing is so completely out of character for Callum. And sometimes when drugs take a hold of people, it does crazy things to them and they don't think in rational terms. So wishing all the best for Callum Von Moger, and just send your well wishes in the comments below as well. And before I wrap up this video, I wanted to give a shout out to Zach Smith, who's doing the Mexican Super Show this weekend. He's competing for his IFBB Classic Physique Pro card. He's a fellow Aussie. He's looking fantastic right now. He's in great condition. And I just wanted to send a shout out to him because he's looking fantastic right now, and praying and hoping that he wins his IFBB Pro card and creates another Aussie Pro. So I just want to give a shout out to him. I'll put his Instagram in the comments below as well. So that's it for this video. If you guys want to support Desktop Bodybuilding, head to hdmuscle.com, enter the code DESKTOP, or just click the link in the description below. You'll save yourself 10% off your entire order. If there are discounts on there already, you'll save an additional 10%. Just check out all their products. You can check their ingredients list. They hide nothing. They've got non-stim prees, which the pump is absolutely insane. I've used it several times. You can see here in this photo, I was using it literally before this workout, and the pumps will just be absolutely nuts. They do have stim prees as well. They've got tons of good products. They've got grass-fed whey, all that sort of stuff. So make sure you do check them out. And that's it for this video. So for Xavier Wills, Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.